right
Section 7,
perspective.
Section 7 of the bill describes the functions of this council, and what it says that one of them is to regulate, to collect, to certify of religious instructors, which means pastors, priests, Catholic priests will be certified. You need to have a license in order to practice your religion, which means if you are holding a Christian crusade, say in Lagos, and you don't have a license from this council, they will shut it down. We are saying this is not proper. Okay, that section 7 talks about the functions of this council. Saying that they have to collect, certify, trained your pastors and your priests. Come on, this is not acceptable because you have your faith, you worship, you have your pastors, you train your pastors or your priests the way you want. The council in Abuja should not. That's why we are saying that this bill is being sponsored from abroad. Like I said earlier that many NGOs in abroad have been putting pressure on African countries to, legalize terrible things, LGBT and all that. So, and this is one thing they are trying to do, okay? To make sure that we don't live as a people because they are afraid that we might become a world power. This is not a conspiracy theory. I go to United Nations. I've been involved at meetings, so international, I travel a lot, so I know what is happening. And this is dangerous because it's more important than politics. People think that politics is the first thing. The first thing is culture, and at the heart of culture are values.
A bill has passed its second reading, aimed at creating a national center for Christian education to regulate and set standards for the practice of Christianity in Nigeria. There is no doubt that the church is the target. Regulating what is preached, taught in Christian schools, and certifying clergymen should not be controlled by a government body. This bill is only targeting the Christian organization. Societies that do this have lost their moral values and going into societal degradation and decadence. In this interview at Arise TV, Barrister 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧 dissects the issue and reveals the result of passing such bills in a heterogeneous society like ours, and the adverse effect in countries that have such laws. Pastors warned about this agenda to silence the church. Please watch this video till the end, and let's not forget to pray for the church. God bless you.
I don't think so. Today you have Muslim ticket being propagated. Tomorrow you have Fulani propagated. Next tomorrow you have governors transferring to their own brother. Amen. Because federal character has been destroyed. Raketu sususa. Implacarata. If they destroy it at the top, they destroy it to the level of local government. Some local government become the heritage of certain families because they have seen it done on top. People don't think forward. People are so myopic. Atenkorades, a konkoko, a nation as religiously divided as Nigeria. What? I pray that the bleeding of the heart of Nigerian people will bring out us of this.
Now, let's start it off. I'm looking at it closely because according to the 1999 Constitution as amended, Section 38 speaks to the freedom of thought, religion, conscience, and religion.
Yes.
And the question is, this particular bill, does it violate Section 38
of course,
of the 1999
it does violate
Constitution?
Section 38 of the 1999 Constitution because it is something that, and don't forget that Nigeria is a secular state.
Yes.
Okay, the state has no right to interfere in the way religion is practiced. There's a separation between the state and the church. The state cannot interfere in the way churches are run because these are two different entities. But now we have this bill that's trying to interfere, in the way Christianity is run. It's even going and saying that there's going to be a council in Abuja, National Christian Council for Education, which is now going to prescribe syllabuses for schools at all levels, which means primary school, secondary school, seminaries, universities. So you're going to have Redeemer University, for instance. A council in Abuja is going to say, these are your syllabus. We're saying this is quite dangerous. Dangerous because, where we are coming from before now, there have been corruption of syllabuses in schools, To be teaching our kids LGBT, masturbation, and all that. I'm a lawyer. At one time, we went to court. Now, these people abroad, because they are putting pressure on African countries to destroy their human capital. So this is not just hearsay or conspiracy theory. I am inside because I go to United Nations, I know what is happening. Now, they are coming with this bill, and this bill obviously is being sponsored from abroad. So you have a council in Abuja where they will not prescribe a syllabus, and that syllabus will contain LGBT and all that. You contain masturbation, because they are targeting our young people who are in school so that to destroy them. You know that South Africa has gone. South Africa in this matter, when I say it's gone, means that South Africa has legalized LGBT, transgender, and all that. And the United Nations is also involved, United States, and all that. Kamala Harris, Vice President of the United States, has been going around 10 African countries. They must legalize the LGBT. Now they are tackling Uganda for the legalizing the LGBT. What we are saying is that we are different. Each country should grow with its own values. We are different. They should leave us alone. We have our culture, we have our own values. We can't interfere in the way they run their country. They should not interfere in the way we make our laws. You are talking about the 10th Assembly, and that they should be very careful. Yes, we think they should not only that they should not be rubber stamps, National Assembly, but also they should be wary of the kind of laws that they pass to make good laws for the people of this country. No, people are suffering in this country. Okay, right now people can hardly eat and all that. So what we need is good governance. We don't need all these laws that have to do with LGBT and all that. What is all this for? People are hungry. People are tired. They need medical attention, okay? So if these people are abroad, if they want our own good, they should build hospitals. They should take care of our roads, electricity and all that. Or they should, give scholarship for education. But they should not be putting pressure on us to legalize all these things. That's where I'm coming from, because I know. I have been in this for so many years, so I know what is happening. When you were in school, probably you had very good textbooks like Things Fall Apart, Macbeth. Now they have all changed them. Now what they are teaching them is sex-related things, you know. They don't have cartoons for babies, children that are under 5 years. What is all this? Now this council is coming, and they are saying they are going to establish a council in Abuja that's going to recommend syllabuses. You know, Christian denominations are different. I'm a Catholic. I'm not going to accept things that is not Catholic. You have Anglican church, you have Redeemed, you have different churches. So how will a council in Abuja now recommend syllabuses to the seminaries and churches and schools of this world? It's a violation of human rights. As a lawyer, I'm saying that this is not acceptable, and that bill should be dismissed because it lacks merit. They are going to meet in Abuja next week. The people who are sponsoring the bill, they are going ahead because they had a Zoom meeting, and we told them, look, this bill is not acceptable because it's violation of people's rights, okay? Because I have a right to worship the way I like. You cannot tell me now, okay, start worshiping this way. Don't clap your hand, don't shout. No, it's my right. I know if I do anything against the law, arrest me and all that. But don't tell me how to worship, because this is practice that is central to every human being. The right to freedom of, like Wright said, of conscience, freedom of religion, freedom, even privacy. Okay, so this is very, very sad that because what it means that Nigeria is heading towards like China or the old Soviet Union, where religion or Christianity is undercover. You can practice it undercover because the state has encroached, and you don't seem to be worshiping the way you should worship. So we are saying that this is in bad faith, and democracy is about right of fellow people. I heard you talking about the 10th Assembly, and this is something that presidential democracy that promotes the right of the people. You know, we all have this right, basic right, and nobody should try to violate it because it's a fundamental. It's called fundamental human right. Right to freedom of worship, freedom of conscience, and all that. And we are in a secular state. The state has no right to prescribe the way you and I should worship.
All right then. So I would like to comment.
Hi,
My name is Naomi. Welcome to the Preacher's Portal, your unlimited access to supernatural and transformational content. Here, we share messages of salvation, solution, redemption, and deliverance by anointed ministers of the gospel. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. God bless.
It will affect every one of us, whether you are a Christian, you are a Buddhist, you are a traditional religion practice, or internet free thinker. Because by the time they are not giving you a syllabus, how you should think, how you should live your life, it is terrible. I told that they have already corrupted the syllabuses, biology, chemistry textbooks. They are no longer what maybe when you went to school. They now put watermark inscription saying that my mother is a harlot. We'll go to court over this. The integrated science that it now has masturbation, it now has how to put on the condom. Even mathematics, they now said, they want to solve, they said 40 condom minus 2 condoms. Wait a minute. And these are just for our babies. Boys and girls in JS 1 and 2 are meant to learn this. So we are saying, by the time we wake up, they are going to destroy us. You know what's happening in Europe now? That they don't have people. First of all, they have migration problem. The young people are being destroyed. Why is it that Canada is opening its doors for us to come in? Because they're short of manpower. UK is the same thing, because they are destroyed. So we can't allow this to happen, because Nigeria is a potential world power. Don't forget that if not for bad leadership, Nigeria would not have been in this shape. Nigeria would have been a world power. We have the human resources. We have natural resources. Now these people abroad, okay, I don't want to mention names specifically, they are afraid that we might one day, because they want to destroy our human capital. They want to destroy religion, culture, okay? And these are things that are dear to us, okay? I when I was growing up, I grew up in a cultural setting. I'm a true Nigerian, so if you destroy that, you have destroyed me. So that's why we're very much concerned and saying, look, the National Assembly should make sure that laws that they pass are good laws that will be for our welfare. Look at the way we are suffering, okay? If they are interested, they should make a law that will protect our lives. You know how many people who are being killed? How many Christians who are being killed? You know this girl who was killed, this is Deborah, was killed in Sokoto till date. No justice for Deborah. So if they want to make a law, they should make a law that protects our lives and property. That is key. That's key now, because you can't, I can't go to my village without, I'm afraid. So first thing is security, okay? Instead of making this law that has to do with the way I worship, the mode of my worship, whether I'm going to, that's not proper. It's going to affect all Christian denominations, Redeemed, Catholic, Anglican, everybody. So they are not giving their universities syllabuses and their seminaries. Imagine Catholic seminary, like a bigger seminary. We now have a syllabus from a council in Abuja given to them to. Wait a minute, this is terrible.
All right, so okay. Permit me to come in here.
Yes.
And my question will be,
yeah,
why Christianity?
Yes.
Understanding that there are 3 main recognized religions in Nigeria: Christianity, Islam, and of course, putting in indigenous religion.
Yes.
So the question is,
why Christianity?
Why Christianity?
This is something, yes, I also asked myself, why Christianity? Because don't forget, this is not the first attack on Christianity. We have had licenses of marriages, Christian marriages. I was also involved in that argument. We also have putting provisions in Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, provisions to gag Christian NGOs. Somebody has gone to court, a lawyer has gone to court, and those sections have been knocked off. So there have been an attack on Christianity. And this is, we have to be very careful, because it's equity and fairness, that why not apply, everybody should be on the same playing field, a level playing field. You don't take one religion. We have Islam, we have traditional African religion, we have Buddhists and all that. Why tackle Christianity? Not only tackling the way Christianity is being operated now, they're also killing Christians in this country, the question of, Deborah and all that. And many Catholic priests have been killed. So what we are saying is that, look, don't take exception. Democracy has made a level playing ground for all of us. It's equity, okay? what is good for the gander? How did they put it again?
What is good for the goose
is good for the gander. So level playing food for every one of us, and don't discriminate against anybody, because discrimination is also unconstitutional. Section 42 of the Constitution. So let live. Life is let and let live. That's my concern here as a lawyer. Life is let and let live, and what applies to A should apply to B. That is secular state. That is democracy. Don't target one religion and say this religion if you want to practice your faith, because what they are saying, the background for this bill is saying that they are not happy the way some Pentecostals preach, that they are a little bit radical and they are a little bit, but they are not the only one that preach like that, Other religions also make that kind of thing. So why take these people? In any case, if they offend any law, arrest them, take them to court, okay? I mean, let justice be done. I'm not saying that people should be spared. If you believe that somebody in trying to practice Christianity offends the law, let the law take its course. Okay. What we am against is that you don't tell me the modality and the way I should worship, because that belongs to me and my God. And you don't give me a syllabus from Abuja and say, by now your school should be teaching these children so and so.
Okay. I would like to come in here, Mr. Somi, because we don't have a lot of time left. Yes. Now, you've spoken about the broader trends and patterns that you've observed in recent times, even in international bodies. But before you go, I want us to talk about the strategies that you believe the CSOs and organizations that stakeholders should undertake in response to protect the rights of Christians going forward.
I mean, this is bigger what you're doing. I mean, just speaking out, And next week, when they're having this summit in Abuja, some bishops will be there, including Bishop Kuka. They're all going to be in Abuja to try to ask questions, what is happening here? So advocacy is one, because nobody should take to violence. No, it's just advocacy to make our views felt like we are making now, and also to let the Christian pastors or whatever to come out and say, look, this is not acceptable, okay? There should be a dialogue. I mean, and before you do anything, there was no prior dialogue before this bill came out. You have dialogue and say, look, I'm bringing out something, is it going to be stable for you? Don't just come out with something and then just want everybody to adopt. So I think we need to dialogue more, because that's what democracy is all about. Our representatives should assess our will. They should do, they are representing us, They are not running their business.
Of course.
They are our representatives in government, so they should promote our interests. They are not running their business. They are not doing us a favor, okay? So they are representing you and I, and we should demand that they should represent us well. That is how democracy started in Greece. Representative democracy, people who represent us and promote our aspirations and our interests. And when there's a conflict between that, we should be ready to say no, because the people are the suffering in democracy, okay? The leaders are not the sovereigns. We are the sovereigns. The people are the sovereigns. And we should demand for a better thing in legislation, no? And you have your representative. You should know the name of your senator from your senatorial zone. I should know the name. And if he's not doing well, I'll say, look, please, what is happening here? So it's about representation, good representation. That's what democracy is all about. So advocacy, okay? Telling them, look, the proper thing as we are doing now, so that the laws that they make should be good laws, okay? I will also make that in the incorporation of bills, there are bills that are incorporated into our body law. They should also incorporate good laws. You don't incorporate laws that have to do with LGBT and all that. These are foreign things. Somebody cannot stay in New York or Washington, D.C. and tell me how to make laws. We are different. It's a different country. I cannot, or our president cannot tell U.S. how they should pass their laws. So they should not interfere the way they pass their law. The way now they are not saying that Uganda, because they have passed anti-gay law, they are going to be denied the American visa. Wait a minute. This is the internal affairs, and they have passed anti-gay law. Respect it, because they have gotten their independence. They are sovereign. They say, well, Nigeria is a sovereign country. We have our independence. So we should make laws that is in line with our traditional, religious, philosophical aspiration as a people, not just to copy what is done abroad. Okay, we are different people. altogether.
All right, I want to say many thanks to you.
Thanks a lot for coming.
Mr. Sodni.
Thanks a lot.
We'll see.
Thanks a lot.
For your time
Thank you
here.
for being here.
The Morning Show.